Hello and welcome to another update video about HBAR. The price is currently showing a pullback. This is expected given that the price yesterday reached the top of my target zone. I did give you additional levels to watch should we get further extensions, but as I mentioned in yesterday's video, the wave count was technically full, very full, and a pullback needed to be expected. I also put that in writing yesterday, sent it out to our gold members on Discord. As I mentioned yesterday, was like more than 24 hours ago. The price has reached the top of my initial target zone. Based on this, I've added another micro support zone and so on. So yesterday, we were watching already for the pullback because the target was reached, actually maxed out. Doesn't of course mean we have to get a pullback, but this is typically in these target zones where a pullback can start from. And when we then add a support region, we can watch if the price reaches it and if the buyers step in so that the next move up could unfold. But I've marked this only with a question mark, and I will explain to you why. Because the yellow count, the yellow interpretation for a 5-wave pattern is only an addition I made yesterday. Now let's go to the shorter time frame chart and I will explain to you. So the idea is that we have moved up in a very ugly pattern, obviously from the November low, and we have an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. I can easily call that as a completed ABC structure. That was what the 161.8 extension level was for, because this was typically the maximum a C wave would do, typically. Now from there then we could now check if a B wave is unfolding. We have some initial evidence, we have a decent pullback. That could be a B wave, which in turn would be an A, B, C structure based on a typical structure. Now it needs a bit more evidence to really understand the structure here, but I said to you that A waves, oftentimes they are 3-wave moves. And then in this case, the A wave is likely done. And the B wave support is between 5.6 cents and 9.5, which means in other words that as long as we're holding above 5.6 cents, there's nothing really bearish here, right? But the risk is naturally quite high because we're quite far away from that support level. So the closer we get to that level, the lower the risk for long positions, for anybody who wants to follow them. But it's a 3-wave move up is never clearly bullish. It would be more bullish if we could get a 5-wave move up. But A waves can be 3-wave movements or 5-wave movements, both possible. Most of the time I'd say they are 3-wave movements, so I have little confidence in this upper support area, but it's still a support area you can watch. And if this upper support area is indeed working out and the wave 4 finds support here, then statistically, an ideal target for a 4th wave, I mean, it is this area between 9.4 and 12.3 cents, but most of the time we would expect a 4th wave to reach the 38.2 retracement, in this case 10.6 cents. Now this is where the problem comes in, because it starts to look like a 5-wave move down, right? So again, a 4th wave cannot be a 5-wave move. So we need one more low for a 5-wave move. And if it's a 5-wave move, then it's more likely an A wave, right, of the B wave. So 5 waves is more bearish. 3 waves leaves the door open for higher. So we need to really pay attention to the microstructure now in this pullback. I'll keep you updated, especially on Discord if I see anything changed or changing. And you can watch these support levels in addition, 10.6 cents and 9.4. And I would say it takes minimally a break above that swing high there at 14.8 cents to suggest we get one more high. And in that case, then 17.4 to 19.9 cents. That's a very common one. Then the 200% extension would be a common target. If the 3rd wave gets to the 161.8 extension, which it did, then the 5th wave often reaches the 200%. It's often the last one. I'll leave you to that. I'll leave that with you. And that should give you everything you need to know about this structure. So it is possible a wider correction has now started. Maybe one final glance at the longer time frame chart here. The long-term chart shows you the overall bigger picture, greater context. It's clear that some kind of a pullback has started, also just below our larger degree resistance area. Okay, so again, not unexpected, and just slightly adjusting support here. So 5.6 cents will be support for this B wave before we then could go higher eventually, right? But the 5.5 cent level is the pivot between a bullish and a bearish scenario. That's the update about HBAR. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.